Hi everybody, John with you. How's it going? And it's time for a check-in on my challenge videos and also on my sleep disorders situation. Three topics we're going to cover. Number one is my Use It Up face mask challenge, which was supposed to be done on November 6th. Yeah, and obviously it's not, since we're still talking about it, but I only have a couple more to go. Just today, I used up this charcoal with tomato extract detoxifying face mask, so I should be looking beautiful at this point. I just have two more to go then. This set, which is one for under the eyes and nose, and then this 24 karat gold and caviar. And when I do that, I'm done. I was a bad boy. I did buy a box of detoxifying masks only because they were Christmas ones with vitamin C and peppermint, and I love peppermint, and I just could not buy that. So I haven't opened it or used it until I finish my other ones, but I did get one, okay? So that challenge should be through very soon, and I failed to do it on time. Second challenge was tea. I had 1 million boxes of tea that were expired that I didn't realize, and I know it doesn't technically really go bad, but I wanted to use it before I got any more, and it's old, and let's just use it all up. So I've actually been making a lot of iced tea because I am a Diet Coke addict, and the deal was, let me make iced tea and not have Diet Coke in the house for the duration until I finish with this challenge. I wasn't sure I could actually do it, to be honest with you. I didn't know it was gonna work, but I have done it. I do have Diet Coke when I go out to eat because I love the taste of Diet Coke. I love it. I don't drink it because it's diet. I drink it because I love the taste of it. But I've just been doing tea, and I put different kinds of tea together and make Frankenstein mixes, and I have some sugar-free syrups that I put in the teas too to flavor them up even more or differently. So let's just look at where I am with that. Challenge has gone pretty darn good. I have this tin of teas from Timothy's, and there were 2 large bags, and now there's only one foil bag that has about 5 or 6 bags in it. So this one is almost done. So I'm happy about that. That's cinnamon melon, sorry. Here's a cleansing one, cranberry from Hiley's. I still have maybe about 10 in here, so I'm still working on that one. But we are getting there. I used up this one, Hibiscus Cleanse. That one's completely gone, yay. And I have used up an awful lot of, I had a bunch of these in different colors. It was a set of Timothy's teas, all green teas mostly. I only have one of these left, and you might remember this thing had a slew of them in it. Only one left. And then I had a nice gift box of Timothy's holiday teas, and I have used all of those up except for these 5. And I've been putting these in iced tea and drinking them hot because these ones are kind of nice. This is like, there's an Irish cream Christmas blend, and there's a sleigh bell blend flavored tea, really nice. So that's it. That's the end of that. The only one I discovered recently, I didn't realize this was expired, and it expired in 2018, April 29th, 2018. And that's a box of Lipton. I went through this thing when I just wanted plain, Lipton tea, and I got it, and it didn't last very long, that phase, because there's only 20 bags in here, but I swear there's got to be like 15 or more in here. So I don't know if I'll finish this one by the end of the month, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, and then I have a couple more that I will show you now, and a couple more boxes of tea. And the next section I want to talk about. Now, you may not have seen it, or maybe you did, but I did a live a few weeks ago, which I'll try and link up here if I can figure it out, if not below. But on my sleep disorders, I'm somewhat narcoleptic, and what I just really discovered the other night when I made this video was, I can't even remember the name of it, nocturnal something, I wrote it down. Anyway, it's kind of like, it's sleeping with your eyes open. And it's a bit of a sleep paralysis because it's something that happens to me mostly when I'm waking up. And you probably heard about sleep paralysis and the experiences people have. Well, yeah, I have those kind of experiences where there's like people in the room and things really close to your ear and noises and your eyes are kind of open and you can't really move. That, I have that. It freaks me out at the moment. It's terrifying when it happens, but as soon as I'm awake, it's like, okay, yeah, that was that. But it only happens a couple times a month, so it's not like it's some kind of condition that's happening to me a lot. I would be really concerned. Sleeping with your eyes open is not good for your eyes because they get really dried out and red and all of that. And it's freaky, emotionally. So anyway, but like, I'm okay. I'm kind of weird that way. And like I said, it's just a few times a month. So I had been taking melatonin for quite some time because of my narcolepsy, where you wake up like 4 or 5 times a night, every night, totally wake up and have to go to the bathroom, and you just don't sleep the whole night through. So I had been taking melatonin for a while, and for a couple months that was great. I was sleeping, the whole night through. I usually would only wake up once at some point during the night because you have to go to the bathroom, because I do drink a lot of water and whatnot. But then it just kind of stopped working, and I read where, for some people, melatonin, it's great, but after you use it for a couple of months, your body basically adjusts to it and gets used to it, and so you just keep waking up. It does not keep you asleep. So I thought a little bit and decided that maybe what I would do, rather than just do nothing, because I did nothing for a while. I stopped the melatonin, I just took nothing, and it was like, oh my gosh, yeah, it is just waking up 4, 5, 6 times a night. It's annoying AF. I can go back to sleep, but it's just annoying to wake up that much. So I thought, why don't I alternate the things that I do? So what I've started doing since that video is I have some different things that I do, and I do one of them every night. And once in a while, I will take a night off and not do anything. But I have noticed when I don't do any of these things, I do, again, wake up several times during the night. So it does involve tea, some of the tea, because I had this is one of the expired teas, Kava Stress Release. I was not putting it in my iced teas because I want the caffeine in the iced tea, not this. But I started taking this at night sometimes because I hadn't used it. I have quite a lot. I don't know. I wanted to get it at some point, and then I just didn't really use it. But I've been using it some, and it is great. It really does. I mean, if I take a cup of this before bedtime at some point in the late evening, I have not been waking up when I take that every night. And then I do have melatonin in several different forms. I have quite a lot of melatonin. So on a night that I don't take a tea, I'll take a melatonin. And also, as far as the tea goes, I have this expired box that I've been using up also in the challenge of mint medley. And what I did not know is that doing a little research on herbs and teas and things that are good for relaxation and good to help you sleep, I didn't know mint was good for sleep. I just didn't know that. But it is, like peppermint or whatever, is a natural muscle relaxer, whatever. And it's good for helping you relax and, stress relief and go to sleep at night. So I haven't tried this yet, but I'm like, okay, I just found that out. So like, I'm gonna some nights have mint tea before I go to bed. And then there's the old standby, which I've done in the past. I used to do every so often when I would be like, I just want to sleep like 10 hours tonight. I don't have anything to do tomorrow, and I want to sleep like 10 hours. I would take one of these, which is just your aspirin with the PM aspirin. I just take one, I don't take two, and one really knocks me out for like, if I want to sleep in the next day, take one of those. So, and I did get one more box of tea, which I'm not supposed to get any more tea, but I did because this one would be a sleep tea, something that I would use for sleeping, because also recommended was valerian, which I was aware of too. And I'm going to keep an eye out for some valerian pills or something. But also I picked this up at Ross for $2.99 because it has valerian in it. It's a sleep tea with valerian and chamomile, peppermint, rosemary, lavender, and lemon balm, which is supposed to be good, I read also. So every night I either have one of these kind of teas, a melatonin, or a Excedrin PM kind of thing. And I have found so far, just not doing, alternating them and not constantly taking one, that they all seem to work pretty decently. It seems like my body doesn't, I don't know how we'll keep doing that. Maybe I'll have to do a week of one thing and then maybe do a week of another thing. I don't know, but right now I'm just sort of sporadically mixing it up and just doing one of these things a night. And that seems to have worked so far. The other side of this, the other spiritual side was, because it is creepy and all that and sort of demonic and whatever, and I don't want to get all into it, but I'm not particularly afraid of all that, but I, due to suggestions and just my own interest in it as well, I have done some things on the more spiritual side that are supposed to help with these sort of things. So I have actually been sleeping with a Bible under my bed, under my pillows. I have a Tibetan charm necklace that I totally forgot about that somebody gave me years ago, and I've just been wearing it with my tiki necklaces. But I thought, hey, I should hang that above my bed. So I have it hung above. It's supposed to ward off evil spirits, hanging above my bed. The other thing that I have incense too. I don't really talk about it because I talk about candles, but I do love incense, and I have a lot of incense. And I did have some sage. I happen to have a couple of things that are supposedly very good, according to some, spiritual articles or whatever I've read, and in this book, which I've been reading, quite an interesting book, Pagan Christmas, actually written by a Christian lady, but about the, some of the old traditions previous to Christmas being Christianized, if that makes sense. I mean, picking the date of November 25th and the holidays that were there before, but some of the traditions that precede Christianity in our celebration of Christmas, kind of where they come from, but a lot about plant usage and different herbs and things that they were supposedly good for. One of the things, two kinds of incense I happen to have in the house: frankincense, which I got a big box by mistake. They were supposed to send me something else, and they sent this by mistake. And I have a sage and citrus that I got somewhere, I don't remember. But these actually, both of these are very good, supposedly, for cleaning out areas of bad influences or malevolence or evilness or whatever. So I've been burning at night when I go to bed one of these two. And I thought, well, let me get some more because I do love incense. So I ordered a bit more. I have a lot of frankincense, but I don't have that much more sage. I just have that one little container. So I got a big box of white sage incense from eBay, and I thought, well, variety is the spice of life. So I got a 3-pack from eBay of Lakota incense, which is sage, hay, and cedar. And I got a 3-pack of sage, lavender, and verbena incense. So we have a little variety. So every night I just burn some of this incense. I have the Bible under my bed, the Tibetan necklace over me, and yeah, and sleeping aids. So it's been fine, I've been sleeping through the night. That's fine. And as far as the crazy, scary stuff happening, I haven't had anything happen, but I'm not, really terrified of it anyway. But anyway, that's it. Just an update on those challenges and my sleep disorders. Have a good day. Leave any comments below. I'd love to hear from you. We'll talk to you later.